guys, how's it going? It's Friday, April 8th, 2 days after the Monarch print run numbers have come out. As you guys have known, you've been watching my channel. I covered a lot of Monarch this year. I've done a lot of buying of Monarch actually, because I thought the market was really thin, so I bought a lot. So I bought a lot of Phantasmal Footsteps, Valiant Dynamos. Been pretty transparent what I bought on it. If you watch my stuff, I just opened 15 cases of Monarch myself before the print run numbers came out. And I've really enjoyed it all. And I've really, all my purchases were really well done. They've all gone up in price since then. That's not the point of it though, because I'm in for long-term of Flesh and Blood. But when you get the numbers, my perspective is I never like to make a knee-jerk reaction. I don't like to be the first one to make a video saying, hey guys, here's 125,000, here's my thoughts on it. If you want my immediate thoughts, I have a Discord channel. You could, reach me out there. I post what I'm thinking. I chat to whoever wants to chat with me on there. But before I make a video, I like to think about what I'm going to say and talk about and what are my viewpoints on it. And my initial reaction to 125, I thought it was higher than it was going to be because Crucible is, 37. So I was thinking around, 75, 100,000 maybe. I said as low as 50, but who knows? Those were just the greedy numbers, I'll say. So my mindset is, hey, I have a lot of Monarch. 75,000 helps me as an investor because, hey, nobody else has it and I have it. Well, that's a greedy mentality. I understand why people think that and why they might want that. But 125 I actually find more bullish than 75,000. And it took me a few days to, really think about it and really internalize why that is better. Because the higher print run selling out at $500 a box when it first came out shows that there was an insane amount of demand for the boxes. Yeah, there's probably manipulation behind the scenes and all that. I don't want to go into that. Distributors, stores, channel firewalls, and all that. Well, that's not what I'm fucking talking about. I'm talking about print run numbers and the boxes have dropped in prices since then. But I've always found the opportunity, if prices go down, you believe in something long term, you buy. You don't bitch. Some people take the opposite approach. But let's go into a positive mindset. So there's two other channels I watched the other day on this, and I really like their mindset on it. So let's go ahead and talk about Tall Timmy first. Tall Timmy, fantastic dude, out in Australia, very positive guy, big time player. He got into Flesh and Blood. Here's a summary of his take. Watch his video; it's good. He pretty much said that, hey, I got into Monarch this time. If you bought these boxes at these high values, that's your fault. You don't necessarily get free tendies. Shit happens. But ultimately, he was very positive about it as, hey, there's 125,000 boxes. It's sold out. He's a player. He's like, hey, also LSS made a lot of money off that. They could reinvest the Flesh and Blood, keep developing the game that he loves. So very, very positive take on it. Stillfur, another take on it. Very positive as well. He's like, hey, 125 is actually lower than I thought it was going to be. He thought it was going to be higher than that. He's also quite impressed that it's sold out. And as I've been mentioning this whole year, is the Monarch market is very thin. Right? So you have a thin market of Monarch, even though it had 125,000 boxes. If you go to TCG Player and all that, it's thin. So his viewpoint was, hey, that's a good number. It's sold out. He's bullish long-term in the game. I share a very similar view to Stillfur right there. It's very positive when things sell out. I know James White is going to change a few things. Fab Phase 2.0. That's going to be coming out really soon. So we're just going to have to wait and see what that means. I know people are upset when they lose money. But when you lose money, you bought a box at 500, you buy a box at 150. You buy a few more boxes at 150. You do a thing called cost averaging. Whatever the fuck that is. But if you're investing, there's risk. There's not free tendies. Shit happens. So if you're going to bitch about it, there's something wrong with you. I'd be upset a little bit too if I lost money. But I buy a lot of everything. So it's not just Monarch. I got, Welcome to Wrath. I got Arcane Rising, Crucible War, everything. One thing goes up, goes up. They all go down, they go down. Sometimes cards fluctuate too, if you watch the market. I talk about that on my channel all the time. Buy these cards because I think they're going to go up in value because X, Y, whatever. And I'm sometimes right, sometimes wrong. But let's go ahead and show how you can find this data. So Got right here, there's a collector center right here on FabTCG. Got this right here, Welcome to Wrath, 16,000 boxes, out of print, Unlimited's out of print. Cool, got that. Arcane Rising, 16,000 boxes, out of print, out of print. Crucible of War, both of them out of print, 37,500. Monarch, 125,000 boxes right there. It's out of print. But the interesting news that we just got, which wasn't really talked about, was the Unlimited Monarch is out of print. Same thing if you go to Tales. Unlimited Tales is out of print. Interesting. And then Everfest we know is out of print because it's first edition. But there's no mention of Unlimited. Now, I mentioned two positive takes on this. There's a neutral take too. Louis from Kitchen Table TCG mentioned he wasn't upset with the 125,000 boxes. He is more upset about the market manipulation and all that too, right? And there's another channel too, because I don't want to bash other channels directly, at least. There's one that's been constantly bitching about Flesh and Blood lately, right? They're like, oh, the first edition's only for investors. I better make money, better go to the moon no matter what. If I buy this, it's gold. It's a free lottery, right? So they're bitching about that. Now, they're trying to show you how to count, but here's an easy way to show you numbers right here. And I'll go over to how they chose to count, and I'll make fun of it a little bit probably. So you got Welcome to Wrath. You got all these numbers right here. So they're the same. Welcome to Wrath, Arcane Rising, the same. Crucible War is twice as much of these. So you add this one to this one, you get Crucible War. Monarch is little over 3 times as big as CRU. So here's what 2 times Crucible War looks like. Here's what 3 times Crucible War looks like. Here's what Monarch looks like. Now some people don't understand graphs and how that works. So what I did for you guys is I got a few slabs right here together to demonstrate what this might look like if your brains cannot comprehend numbers. You cannot comprehend graphs. So let's start off with these masks momentum right here. So let's say this represents alpha. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, shit. I'm 1 short right there to make 16. Well, here. There's 1 not graded. So let's say that pile of 16 equals Welcome to Wrath. And then, shit. I need more slabs. So let me go ahead and put this right here. Let's pull out some shards, right? Because, you know, if I'm going to show you how to count, I got to flex and count, right? So let's go ahead and pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh shit, that's not enough. Let's pull some hearts out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look how pretty they are. I love them. 16. Okay, so now we have 2 piles right here. So that's pretty much the size of Crucible War. Maybe like 1 or 2 slabs short. Let's get these piles of libraries together right here. Let's add some eyes into there. Let's add this pile of tunics over here. Right? Well, that's not as big as Monarch is, but if you guys know how to count, graph is easy enough. If you want to flex, you can count with slabs too. You know, I could pull out some more, but I didn't want to pull out 125 slabs to show you how big a pile of slabs looks like. The point is, love the game. I've done a video on my collection before. I'm going to have another video on my slabs in the future. You know, it's nice to show them off. I love them. So I saw somebody else like, hey, let me show you all my unlimited hearts and, you know, extended art tunics. I'll show you guys how to count Monarch and how upset I am. Guys, you can use a graph. It's visuals. This works just fine. You got Excel. You know, there's different things to do. The point is, enjoy the game. It's fucking fun. You got the new Dorantia versus Reinhardt coming out in May, talked about. We have the June set coming out. We have no idea what the fuck it is yet. It's going to be exciting, right? And we have the Pro Tour coming out. I'll be there. If you guys are there, you know, feel free to reach out to me. I have a Discord where I talk about this stuff. Feel free to chat with me on there. I'm playing and calling because I wasn't good enough to make the Pro Tour. I am a Katsu player. That's why I have all those masks. You know, I like Katsu a lot. But the point is, don't be a salty bitch. Fucking enjoy life. Be positive about the game. If you're an investor, don't be a flipper. It's okay to flip, but don't be a fucking salty bitch when your flips don't go well. Hold out the game. Be positive. Buy the dip, and then enjoy it for the long run. You know, people want positive people in the game. I invest in Flesh and Blood because I enjoy the game. I collect it because I enjoy the art. I enjoy the cards. So, you know, my name's Salty Will. Yeah, there's a story that just don't be salty investor. Be a fucking fun collector. Be a whale in your collections. Either they're expensive or just enjoy it for what you want. Either it be unlimited, either it be, you know, first edition. You know, we're gonna have new stuff come out. But cherish what you have, you know, and stay in it for the long term. I forget if I said this already, but libraries are about 3,000 copies. The first edition legendaries for Monarch are about 6,000 copies. I'm not a Magic player, but I think someone was telling me the other day that beta rare, in perspective, is about 3,000 copies. So that's comparable to a library. So print runs are still small. Game is growing. But as the game grows, there's going to be more boxes per set because you got to have boxes for your customers. The game is going global. So just be happy the game's growing. And same thing too is you got collectors, you got players, you got investors. Well, sometimes you got to wait a while for your product to go up in value. So just cherish what you have. And if you buy it, be willing to sit on it. Or, hey, open it. You can open the stuff and look at your cards. They look really cool outside the box as well too. So guys, enjoy your weekend. You know, play some more Flesh and Blood. Go outside. It might be sunny. Go for a run. Do whatever. But don't be salty. It's not a good mentality to have.